How women view sex. Now, I think this is a very important conversation that needs to be had, not only for men to deeper understand the women that they sleep with, but also to bring light on the experiences that women have in the bedroom. Now, I'm not going to be talking for the majority of women because I can't. I have not talked to the majority of women about how they view sex, but I'm going to be coming at this video from an angle that perhaps you will not be expecting. Now, women and men are obviously different creatures. We're still human, but we are very different for good reason. And I think the one area that gets twisted is that women don't have sex drive. Women do have sex drive. And I would say actually for the most part, women are being able to match a man's sex drive more and more, just based upon the testosterone levels that are decreasing. And I want men to understand that women view sex in the light of what her past has brought. Now, let me explain this further because I think this is a very important area to start. A woman who experienced, let's say, neglect from her dad, or let's say abuse from her dad, or she was left by her father, a father figure, or if she had sexual trauma, these women are going to experience sex very differently from a woman who had a very, type A upbringing. And this is why I think it's really important for you as men to question the women that you have slept with and the differences that happened after the act of sex. If a woman is overly clingy after sex, or she feels very attached to you and she's blowing up your phone, or maybe she's acting a little crazier, it's because you stimulated within her an area that has been fulfilled by your presence in the bedroom. Now, a lot of women will go into sex with the unconscious void or need to have a man choose her, validate her, and basically create some sort of union within a woman that was never met by her father. I know that sounds a little twisted, but this is something that men need to understand, and as well for men to understand about themselves based upon the women you choose. But getting back to the woman's side of things, a woman will use sex as an outlet to heal herself. But with that being said, sex can't heal from a place of unconscious behavior. So I think that's why this video is very important, because it allows us to further bring light to this topic. A lot of women do struggle with a lot of trauma, okay? So do you men. And I think it's really important to note that the people that we attract and the people that we bring into a very intimate setting, like, opening ourselves to each other naked, that's something that should not be taken lightly. I know that we live in a society that is applauded and celebrated for being sexually liberated, but at what extent? Because it saddens me today that women are being programmed that you sleeping around with multiple men and doing it just like men have done it is going to allow women to feel fulfilled within themselves, within their femininity and what they actually truly crave. And this is something that I have a very high importance within my life of getting this message out, is no woman will ever feel fulfilled with multiple sexual partners. Now, if a woman is seeking that and craving that, again, she's doing that from a place of needing something to be fulfilled by other men that one man cannot offer her. So if you've ever experienced a woman who can't settle down with you, or maybe is able to just kind of up and leave after sex, that should be of high alert within you as a man. Because it has nothing to do with how you performed in the bedroom. It has nothing to do if she actually likes you or not. A lot of people use people in ways to gratify their sexual needs. Now, everyone has sexual needs. Men do, women do, okay, animals do. It's a part of being alive, and it's a beautiful part about being alive. Sex is very sacred. Sex is something that should be held to the utmost respect, not only within you, but for another person entering that space with you. Do a lot of women think this way? I don't know. I mean, for me, it took time for me to understand how important sex is and how it's not something that should just be had with anyone who shows you attention. But a woman who craves male validation, like I said, will crave multiple sexual partners. And the funny thing about this is the majority of women don't get off during sex. So that leaves us with the question too, why are women sleeping around with multiple men when they don't even know what they're even wanting, desiring, or they don't even gain pleasure out of the experience? These are good things to note. Women don't gain pleasure perhaps in the act of an orgasm like men. What they do gain pleasure around is the very things that make them feel unworthy, unseen, insecure. Those are being fulfilled by the very act of you entering her. Perhaps where a man in her past childhood that she's trying to heal from was never able to do. And I'm not saying in the area of sex, please do not twist my words. I'm talking about having a man show up in masculinity. A lot of men do show up within masculine force within the bedroom. And that's something that women do appreciate, by the way, is a man who can be masculine in the bedroom, take control, lead the ship. And it allows a woman to deeply surrender within, not only to you, but also to surrender to herself, to experience the very high energetic that sex can provide when two people are conscious. Now, this is an area as well that needs to be addressed. Now, women can go unconscious during sex, not in the way that they pass out and they aren't there at all, but they go unconscious based upon what do they need to do to keep that man after the act of sex is done. Now, this is something that happens with clinging women. They will put aside all needs within the bedroom and they will make their main priority on the man, pleasing the man, making sure he finishes, performing in all the ways. If it makes her uncomfortable or not, she will do it because that means a man will stay in her life. And that conduit is going to be the very energetic that feeds an insecurity. So I'm not saying that having a clingy partner or having someone who's maybe avoidant after sex is like a really big red flag. But this is why it's very important not to enter the bedroom with someone you don't know, to actually understand perhaps their first sexual experience ever. And how does that first sexual experience impact their romantic relationships in the past and perhaps in the present. And instead of making your main priority with a woman to get in the bedroom so you can, satisfy yourself and dominate maybe a woman and that makes you feel masculine in some area, whatever you feel, spend all that time in that pursuit of gaining pleasure, put that into the pursuit of getting to know the woman that you are going to experience sex with. Now, this is going to deepen the container and the capacity of your orgasm just to begin with, because there's comfortability there. Comfortability is a huge part of having good sex, is being comfortable with the person. But how can we do that when we're just jumping from bed to bed to bed to bed, from woman to man to... You can't. So let me get back on track here. Women view sex based upon the lens that they are perceiving you in correlation to a past event. This can look different from woman to woman. Now, this isn't always the case. If a woman is on the path of healing, she's aware of herself, she's in tune with her body and her sexuality, she will be able to enter into a sexual relationship, a sexual container, with a level of awareness that will bring her satisfaction and want to provide you with satisfaction from a healthy place. And when we have sex from a healthy place, we are transferring healthy energy to one another, so the orgasm is actually going to benefit our lives and not cause destruction. When we have sex out of unconscious wounds needing to be filled, we are going to cause destruction within our lives because we are allowing a wound to take control of how we act after sex. And for the men who have insecurities, going into the bedroom with a woman, please know that women also struggle with insecurities. And, these are insecurities that can go just about her body image, the way that she looks, her cellulite maybe just some areas that she's insecure about. And these are the areas that she will probably try to hide from you. And it is your responsibility as a man to make that woman feel comfortable, make that woman feel seen in a light that allows her to heal those areas. Do you know how powerful it is to attract a man who can see you for you? And then for a woman, how much that will make her surrender into the man. And that's a recipe for really great sex, may I add, is being able to see each other for who you are and not trying to hide parts of yourself based upon a fear of someone leaving you or someone not loving you or choosing you. You don't have to put yourself through that. And I want to add in today's video that it is in collaboration with a brand called Bathmate. And I decided to partner with this brand again because I really do stand for their message. I stand for what they are providing men in today's society that have gone unseen and unnoticed. And also they provide some fun, fun products for you to maybe have some excitement within the bedroom, whether that be from a vibrator or maybe, something that can please a woman. Women do like to be pleased in that way, and they do find it kind of interesting if a man has maybe a vibrator and wants to please a woman. That is attractive. I'm just gonna say it. So they do have that, and they also have products that can assist you with whether you have penis insecurity, low libido. Do the research on this brand and you will be very mind blown about the impacts they have already had within men's sexual lives. And you can see that based upon the thousands of reviews that they have. I will link their brand below just in case you guys are curious and interested. And they are also FDA regulated, making this brand very safe and secure for anyone to use. So before I end today's video, check out Bathmate. I will link them down below. And if you guys like today's video, give it a like. Let me know in the comments down below if anything stood out to you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.